Football Talk. It's been another week in the Premier League, game week 9. We're going to get straight into it. The usual protagonists are here with Tony, Francis, and myself. Thank you for watching the RBN YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. So let's get into it. Where are we starting off first, lads?
It could just be a general talk of the weekend. Just a general.
I thought we were going to go straight there, Francis.
Nah. It's too soon. It's too soon.
I thought we were going to go straight there. What, is it United? Is it City? Is it Liverpool? Is it Chelsea?
This particular weekend, I'm not going to lie to you, has shown what this Premier League is completely about this year. And I can't emphasize it enough in terms of the importance of, once again, pace and power. The importance of having strength in your team. There is no space for weak players no more. They will be exposed. In every single team, your weak players are going to get exposed. And I'm happy to see it. Because gone are the days where people used to be able to play with 9 men and 2 backup dancers, and they'll still get the points. Now, anybody who's not up to speed is going to show themselves. And football's going that way now, as far as I'm concerned. And this, like I said, this whole weekend has shown it, considering not just the obvious ones that lost, but also how they lost. It's how they lost. If you sit down and analyze the games that were played this weekend, you can see where the issues are in certain teams, in many teams, should I say. And as we discussed probably at the beginning of the season, those managers that we mentioned, like Iraola's and some of them real managers, some of them are showing themselves already. And we're not even started yet. And considering we were just discussing it, that these managers need the big jobs. Oh, it's coming their way. These big jobs are coming their way. It's only a matter of time. But the surprise package, United are back slowly. I said it, Cunha changes everything. I told you guys. Anyway, that's enough. Somebody else give a round up.
Yeah, Tony, what do you want to say?
Is that all?
Yeah, sorry, that's man's sick in it. Man's what he's seeing. I know, guys, I said you lot must have nosebleeds because you haven't been at the top with this level point so early, bro.
I don't even. I'm still pinching myself, to be honest.
So to get on the back of what Francis has said, a couple of things. The Premiership is about power and it is about pace. It's interesting, right? When you look at the Liverpool situation right now. So last year, one of the things that, or the main thing that Arne was sort of like, not accused of, but more like, hey, you've won with Jurgen's Klopp, which is Jurgen's team, which is has an identity. It's about rushing, about pressing and stuff. You tweak some stuff. Right here, right now, you got these wholesale changes, and you lost the likes of Luis Diaz, who's he'll just run.
Superstar.
Darwin Núñez, he's profligate. I can't even say that word in front of goal. Yeah, but he will run. He will harass.
Heskey. He was your Heskey.
He will harass, right? He will harass.
Yeah.
And back of that, you got like Szoboszlai, Jones. What you have right now is a mismatch of elite-ish players, but you weren't really seeing Isak running like that for Newcastle. That's what he's getting. You're not seeing like Ekitike running like that. That's not his game. You're not seeing Verts like almost pressing mad and what you're seeing holes and gaps. And it's interesting. So this was the point I was saying before when we were speaking, Olu, yeah, is on some Liverpool fans channel, they're saying they saw in Brentford, and it's happened again against Man United. It's like Van Dijk keeps looking at Kirkers, and one time Van Dijk, he put the ball out. He gave Kirkers a bad ball. He could have done nothing with it, and then he gave him a look, and it was arguing. And it's like Van Dijk is using Kirkers as almost like a scapegoat. He hasn't landed himself. He hasn't been the best last, and he's looking at it's like Mbeumo's first goal against us, where I don't know what he's almost like he's expecting someone to cover, and Konate couldn't get there fast enough. Do you understand? And you're looking at like Kirkers last season on the Bournemouth, they play away. They're going fast, they're going at it. Kirkers starting to make these runs, but Gakpo is failing into pass, do the overpass. You know what I mean? It's like poor decision making. Poor. You saw Salah, what was it? Against Frankfurt. Come off the bench. He could square a simple square ball to Verts, open goal. The man tried to shoot. Man hasn't scored for however long, and it's just that it's greed. I feel there's almost a sense of the old guard, almost like some of them are feeling a bit put out with some of these new players that's come in, and so Salah's very much used to playing with Trent. He's very much used to getting a certain ball. Remember last year he was told by Slot he doesn't have to come back. He doesn't have to come back. He doesn't have to defend. Just stay up there and score. But guess what, bro? You're 1 year older, yeah? If you ain't scoring, what are you contributing to? What are you contributing to? There's no one real press. When Liverpool try, there's no one real press. There's only Thomas like that's kind of running his proverbial off. But no one else is really doing that. And so it's easy to get behind Liverpool, cut through them. It's just like, and I'm like, bro. And I said this, right? And it's my friend said to me, he's Liverpool sport. He said, this guy's gonna get the ball. I laughed when I saw that comment because I saw it because I laughed because I'm like, it's got so bad. Man, don't even call him Arne Slot anymore. Or man said this guy, and it's that kind of language you talk about when you're saying someone like a Graham Potter, a Graham.
Oh no.
You're not even November. We're not in November. You are 7 points off. You've gone in space of 6 weeks from first to sixth. There seems to be no rhyme or reason. It's all right if you can see some sort of purpose and some sort of identity and say, okay, you got defeated by a last minute goal. It's like, okay, cool. There's nothing there, and it seems and hear what I'm saying. I'm not saying I want him gone. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm saying if he don't sort this out, and if he keeps playing and choosing certain players, right? He's gonna get the chop himself. He's gonna put himself in that situation. There is no way FSG, right? They are not married to a club. They are investors. All right. This is not whatever his name is. That's not this guy. This guy, they have their baseball team or their whatever team. They're looking at a multi sports football ownership. So they're looking at Real Betis. They're looking at undervalued quality situations. That's why they bought Liverpool when Hicks and Gillett had run it to ground. So there's still some sort of value there. Yeah, they'll underpin all the debts and stuff, and then they'll build up from there. They are not spending the money they spent this summer, yeah, for this sort of results. No way. So he will find himself in a situation.
Yeah, they're gonna come for him soon. I said once you lose the fans.
Real Madrid. Yeah. It's not even the fans though. If those guys, John W. Henry, Tom Gordon, all their mans there, like, bro, listen, and even someone so that Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards, more so Richard Hughes, he will be under the spotlight himself because Richard Hughes, when Jurgen left, before Richard Hughes came to the club, right, the internal selection committee all voted unanimously for Thomas Frank. They were going to go for Thomas Frank from Brentford. But Richard Hughes joined and he persuaded him. He said, oh, no, this guy. So this is predominantly Richard Hughes selection. Now, last season, yeah, it's like, cool. everything's yeah, it looks right, but something's happened. Something's gone. Something is almost like I can't even explain it. It's a free fall of, bruv. You can only laugh. How do you win the Premier League, even if it was by 1 point, 2 point? Yeah, and then you've just gone. Not even United in their diet lost 4 games in a row. There's something completely off, and you're playing the same players. You don't know if you're afraid to drop Salah. I just don't get it.
You know what? Let me.
What was working last season? Do you understand?
Anyway.
Anyway.
Let me jump in on that really quickly, because we've seen it lots of times before with managers where teams are losing, and obviously we're starting off with Liverpool, I guess now. These managers see them on the training pitch, and it's easy for us to say, "Oh, I see that. Do this, do that." You have to go by the information you're getting in training. And it's like you said, it's about trust. Like, until that's there, you don't get to start. Like, you see it with Arsenal, like you seen Arteta the last few seasons now. It looks like, almost like, I don't know, it's my first 11, because you're putting players in place and you're seeing who's responding. You're seeing what's dealing with. You're also looking at, okay, this is the teams we're playing and such and so on and so forth. And then when a guy is outstanding, then that gives you a problem that, okay, who am I going to play now? Because, Lewis Kelly did a thing on Wednesday now. I could easily just keep him in the team. But the other guy's been doing good as well. So let him keep it going.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas when you're not winning, right? Because, especially as this is a title-winning team, if you're going to phase some people out, just like he did with Salah, you're going to need to pick and choose your moments. And unfortunately for him, when you look at what's on the bench there, you got someone who's injury-prone in Chiesa, like I keep saying. You got Isak, who's now out injured and all of that.
Isak's injured.
Yeah, Isak's injured. That's why I didn't play on Saturday. First, remember I said to you, I think is one of the reasons why Arsenal may have backed off because of the injury record. Don't quote me on that. Don't quote me on that.
There's a fact there.
Don't quote me on that.
Yeah.
But,
we're still dealing with Jesus. Let's not forget that.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, right.
We can't be having that. And who knows, Isak could come back and he doesn't get injured again and he's flying. But, you got to think about that, Tony. Like, he's looking at these guys in training, and he's obviously, this is the year someone has said, it's kind of a free hit for him this year because he's already won the league. But you're right, there ain't no free hit. These guys want results when they've put out that outlay. They want results.
Remember at the beginning of this season, I mentioned something about these managers that come and does a 1-year hit wonder. Conte, Tuchel, they can all do it. Di Matteo won the Champions League in 6 months. You can have your moments. It's a moment. If you are not built for this league, it will show. It will show. It could be a year. It could be 2 years. Slot, don't get me wrong. Last year, I appreciated the fact that he came in and he made it. He actually made the Liverpool fans have peace of mind, because losing Klopp is not something you want to do. So to still win the league after losing Klopp, you gave everybody peace of mind. But there were things last year that showed me this guy you're riding on a wave. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was riding on a wave. That's why I said, you know what, leave it there. This year will show who has everything. I didn't even believe in Arteta this year. I can own up to that. I still have small doubts because I'm just a realist. For me, that lack of Caicedo still burns me. Do you understand? I stick to that. But if he can win the league without that, kudos. I'll hold my hand. But for me, there's going to come a time in this league, in this year, where I need to see that still. Winter is coming fast, but there's going to come a time. I've seen somebody like, is it that Coyote yesterday? Are you kidding me, bro? If Liverpool don't go and buy that guy yesterday, they messed up. If they don't put a bid for that guy, because that's your right back sorted. That's your right back sorted.
Nah, they won't do it, man. Too much investment in Frimpong, man.
But do you understand what I'm saying? But when I've seen somebody like that, what did he use to bully them? Pace and power. Running through the middle. Running through the wing.
It's a couple of times. It's great point you said there, Francis. As I was watching that, I think to myself, this team Brentford, and we mentioned this last time about the likes of Brentford and Brighton, and in that book I told you about, mentioned those two teams, they've got amazing scouting networks.
Yeah.
This guy came from Fiorentina or something like that. I'm like, wait, what? Like, the guy is
Who's that? That Kaya David.
He's like, it's like a corner, bro.
Yeah.
And that's only 21. And I think to myself, bro, listen, it just shows, man. It's all
I hope Nigeria will wake up to that guy.
Oh, England. You know England are going to give him that one cap. They're going to give him that one cap quickly.
Nah.
Nah, so yeah, honestly, and you know, let me tell you something. My things were so crap. This whole. It's not only this Liverpool, Francis. My fantasy football team did nothing. Yeah, the only thing, yeah, I was happy about. This is how bad it is. I got the West Ham result correct. Yeah, I got the Man United result correct because I said they'll beat Brighton. Remember last time I said, man, because I said, listen, when they beat Liverpool, that's the turning point. And you guys were like, yeah, don't know, you know. I'm like, listen, this team, yeah, this team, they got
that United team,
League, no European League. They got one game a week. They got Bremo, Sesko, Cunha. People forget even Mason Mount back in his day. He was at Chelsea, next big thing. They got Casemiro started to remember that he's a Brazilian. And you watch, Amorim's going to start finding himself soon in terms of because he's got humbled. He got humbled in do you know what I mean? He's like a dead man walking. He's now almost a resurrection.
You have to respect the league now.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's going to see now that same with his chest. Do you understand? And listen, bro, like you said, they're not easy. Because I look at the league, Arsenal, Bournemouth, who's it? Sunderland?
Sunderland, my team. I called it. I called Sunderland. You don't remember.
You did.
Broski. So,
You did. Did you back them to actually do the surprise to Chelsea, Francis? Remind me again.
What, Sunderland to beat Chelsea?
Yeah.
I didn't expect any less. You know why? Because right now, Chelsea are hit and miss. They're still in that phase of hit and miss.
Yeah.
Sunderland can match them for space and power, and Sunderland had more going on. And that result just shows it all. I've said people like Enzo are just dancing over there, man. Enzo to me, Enzo Fernandez, all that money, all that hype that they gave him is not worth it.
Yeah, it's the World Cup hype.
I don't think it was worth it.
It's because you won the World Cup. When you have a World Cup winners medal to your name, it boosts your price.
It kind of makes your value go up, like Havertz. That's why everybody's making noise about Havertz back then, and his value went up to up the roof. However, it's like, is he really that good? No, he's not. However, but it worked. It worked for him, and it's worked for Enzo as well to get through that line. It's actually worked, but it's catching up to you now.
Yeah.
This is where we need to see your value.
The thing about the Enzo stuff, right? And before the World Cup, I think it was Benfica. He was ripping up with, yeah. So, and I think sometimes it's just about going to a wrong team, because Chelsea had a succession of money.
Yeah.
So put Enzo in a team that is more attacking, that's more in his mode. I think you see a different flow. I think you see different. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's true. We saw it with Mudryk. We saw it with Mudryk. So where you go matters. But yeah, I want to bring one of the games up. Just quickly on that West Ham Leeds game. Francis, you had West Ham down to do. I think no, but you did caveat it though. You said that if they lost to, because they lost to Brentford, didn't they? You said if they lost to Brentford, then it could go left, or you were backing it for Nuno. That's now 2 losses.
Yeah. The thing is, okay, what was it? Let me let you land.
No. It was just to say that, just to look at that, because I remember you backing them to win both, but you said that if they get done by Brentford, then it could look a bit for them. So you did put that part in there.
What I see in this, okay, when managers go to a team, and this is more or less what it is, they're given the list of players that they have in this team. And in that list of players, there's must plays. Do you understand? There might be 15 players that must play. It's in their contract.
Yeah.
And then you can maybe introduce your idea later on. But in that team, there's players that in their contracts, you have no choice. Now he's having to play people like Fulkrug, Souček. You can't do much with those players who are just not cut out for this league anymore.
Interesting you said that, because 3 years ago, Souček was
good. But where's football gone? These men are slow. They are slow, and they're not as strong as you think they are. When football was technical, they could do all their things. But now you need to keep up with the person going past you. And then when you get the ball, you need to go past that same Speedy Gonzalez. It's not possible if you ain't got pace. Now, Santo is probably upset with the kind of players he has, but he has no choice. Until you can take over and say, okay, I need to put 5 or 6 of mine in, you're going to keep losing. You're going to keep losing. He wanted to play that Mangasa. He has to play Souček. Do you understand what I mean? What can you do then? These players, like I said, you just have to try and work a miracle, isn't it? You have to try. It's not like that Wolves manager that's had his way. It looks like he's next out the window soon. The Wolves one. That team is his team. Wolves team has become his team. So you have no excuse to keep losing. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, the only excuse that he has to keep losing is that at the end of the day, the level of players Wolves has got is the level they've got.
Yeah.
That can rescue you last season, but like you said, things have moved on a level.
Things have changed, bro.
Again. And I almost find it so surprising. Yes, no one wins any trophies by October, but it's clear where the level's gone to. And you need to catch up. You need to catch up. Yeah, man. City, Villa. Me and France, we both put it down that Villa would do it.
Villa will do it.
It wasn't surprising for me, but it's still got to be talked about. It's interesting. Like when I saw a bit of analysis, I think it was on BBC, that they had to play Reinders in the holding role. He can do that next to Rodri, but nah.
You see, Guardiola doesn't seem to have the message yet. He still thinks Tiki-Taka is going to do it. He doesn't get it yet. When he gets it, you will see 2 bullies in the middle. But hopefully, it might be too late, because the way this league is going, January transfer window is still a while away. You could be mid-table before then.
The phone is not connected.
Jetty, do you see? I'm alive. Give me a chance. I'm coming.
Give us a chance, Jetty. It's calm. We got parents watching the show. They know. So just fix your visuals so we can see your full profile. Yeah, that's better.
Am I looking good?
Yeah, that one's better. That's better.
All right. So
yeah, go ahead, Tony. I think you were going to say something whilst
let Tony go.
I think with the whole Pep situation, right? I always liken it to football sometimes, to boxing. You remember when Mike Tyson was just blowing people away, just terrorizing people, just destroying people, and it's almost like people were defeated in the mind before they stepped in the ring.
Yeah.
When Buster Douglas beat him, now this, irrespective of how controversial it was, whether when Tyson knocked him out, the refs counted slow. At the end of the day, history has it as he beat Mike Tyson, right? That was on the same day. I remember Nelson McDonald was released from jail. And that facade of invincibility, and it gives everyone gets that little bit more impetus. Everyone gets that little bit more confident. And I feel that, yeah, no one is saying Pep is worse, except the fact people are not scared. Managers are not scared to go
They're
up.
not scared.
I mean, they're not. The teams, opposing teams, are not afraid. Do you know what I mean? Nullify Haaland if you can manage that. Yeah, nullify their playmakers, whoever those are on the pitch at that time. If you can just try to keep Doku, you don't have to worry about Foden too much because Foden's still trying to find his way. I don't know what happened to the guy.
Hey, Francis, we need to talk about our boy Foden.
I've said it though. I said Foden is not the guy. I said it. I've been saying that for years, man. I said Mount is not the guy 4 years ago. People didn't believe me. I said Mason Mount is get out of here, bro. they don't get me, bro.
It's weird. It's almost as if I don't know whether they lost their transfer strategist but it's almost like that time when the likes of Mahrez and all those were shipped out. Everyone that's come in hasn't quite worked. Doku still finding himself. Grealish didn't work. There's just it's just not.
But here's the thing. Like, you have to remember, when Pep left Barca, he inherited teams that were winning. Winners. And I'm not saying, I mean, like, just before anyone comes for me, like, Pep is a G. Whether you inherit winners or not, to do what he's done, like Klopp said, like winning the Premiership 4 times in a row, whether you got billions or not, there's only a few people that's going to be able to do that. You still got to inspire these winners to keep winning. You still got to come up with a strategy to help winners be who they are. But one thing I'll say about those transfers is that, if you look at like your Mamouche, you look at Ryan Cherky, you look at Reinders, they're still getting the ballers. The difference is that, like, apart from maybe your Doku, like, and that, the game's kind of moved on a little bit. And as Francis said, like, if you're not like on it like that with that pace power, you're getting found out. And I think that's what's happening.
It's happening to everybody, bro. It's happening to all of them.
Everyone. Like, look at what they're saying about Arsenal's team, and Francis called it a few weeks ago. He wants to do Arsenal. At the moment, you're not seeing our, in quote, ball ability, and that will come because you only have to look at who's in our front line to look that they're gonna ball soon. But it's the power. Saka's putting in his power in. Martin might not look a hench, but he's a speedy guy, and he covers the back, and he goes back and front covers it.
If it's not power, it's got to be pace. He's got to be one or the other.
Our defenders, pacey, power, and that will get you over the line.
Yeah.
Especially, like, to jump to them a little bit. Who they faced yesterday were equally a powerfulish team, and we stood up to their power.
You heard that Palace?
Yeah, Palace.
Oh,
they had a power
the strongest
going on.
team in this league, I think.
Francis, I couldn't believe that we only limited Munoz to one really good cross yesterday.
Yeah, and he was up and down.
Yep.
So that's kudos to Calafiori for that, because he was up and down. That guy is Real Madrid.
Notice Calafiori was not making all these heat maps yesterday and all over the pitch because he had company.
Yeah.
He had someone to think about. So I think City have been, they still making like top ballers come through, but it's just a case of like, and they also, and think of, and like you said, sorry, because I forgot your point, Tony. If they no longer have the air of invincibility, these top ballers that come into a team that don't have the air of invincibility, guess what? They're looking around thinking that, oh, I got to make something work now. Like when Marmouche came in, he came in like bam, straight onto it. Like banging in goals, like looking good and everything. He's had a little bit of an injury or whatever, come back. Hasn't really started the season, but it is what it is. Without that invincibility, their team's not scared of you. You can't just be doing your stuff and be holding on to the ball for a long time. And then also, you've also got Donnarumma. So you're not always building up from the back. So as quickly as you put it up there, when Donnarumma hits it out, guess what? It's coming back to you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I mean, when I think about, for instance, we can talk about that Arsenal Palace game again.
Yeah.
Palace, what Glasner has done with Palace, honestly, and I'm being real, he's done something different.
Yeah.
Palace are fearless. They have this fearless.
Honestly. So, Francis, I'm going to jump in a little bit before I let you go. I was sad when they let man like Vieira go, you know, for obvious reasons, because I wanted Vieira to win.
Yeah, to work.
I was almost like, oh man, Glasner's inherited some of this, but you're right. Dude has done his own thing on that.
He's done his own
in
thing.
that another level. Sorry, carry on.
He's come from that managerial days of Ferguson. I'm not gonna lie, where you don't say much, but it gets done. That's what Thomas Frank also has. They have that respect. Let's call it respect. Like you give him, they just come in, you do what you do. If you don't, you're off. I get somebody else. We don't need to fight. We don't need to argue. Nobody's bigger than the manager. No one in that team. Maybe Eze was the only one that was probably close to matching up to the manager's status. Not even Gay was bigger than this manager, bro. That just shows you who he is, Glasner. You know, and yesterday's game, it shows they're going to be up there. Palace are going to be up there. I could say the top 7. I got a feeling they're going to be battling there. And it just depends who's going to fall off, really. And whoever's going to fall off will have done so by Christmas. It will show by Christmas.
Because we're already in November, and them games are coming.
We'll know who has the credentials to actually compete for that top 10 now. It's not even top 7 no more. It's a top 10. You know, coming 9th will be an achievement soon.
No, you have to call it what it is. You have to call it what it is.
Coming 9th, coming 10th, you did well. Because if you're telling me West Ham could possibly go down if Santo cannot do it. And I can't blame Santo for that because that West Ham team is only Bowen.
Yeah.
It seems like it's only Jared Bowen that can cut this league in that West Ham team. Not even Paqueta for me. He's not that good. He's actually...
What you were saying about certain players are playing, because I'm thinking, why is this guy not playing my deal? Like, bro, and if you bring him as a sub, I'm thinking, bro, bring the guy on, man. Start the guy. I don't. It's like
Which one is that?
Malik Diouf.
Huh?
Malik Diouf.
Yeah. Maybe it's because it's not.
Who's he play for again? Sorry, guys, if I'm being a bit silly with not knowing.
Malik Diouf, West Ham.
I thought it was because I've heard the name, but I've not really seen
That's
it.
the one Fasino likes. The left back he loves, and the Malik Diouf guy. He said it's pace, power, strength.
I was like, bro, again, sometimes it's about maybe it's what you're saying about certain in that particular club there. I don't know that certain players have to play, so it kind of messes up a man's team selection. But you're looking at people on the bench thinking, why are they not playing, bro? Like, because I remember at the start of the season, this guy Malik Diouf was like getting me points, bro. He's putting in performances.
All right. Okay, then let's move it up a bit. Your game of the week, guys. So what would be your game of the weekend? Which one would you stand out? What was your game of the weekend, Tony?
It was this the way it unfolded. It would have been Brentford Liverpool. It was a game that we needed a
bad rock.
And within 5 minutes. This long throwing, I've never heard of this guy, Michael Coyote. I've never heard of this guy. Like, bro, I thought he just come up from some academy. I didn't know he was
I thought he was an academy guy.
Where did he come from?
Italian in Fiorentina or something.
Yeah.
Bro, what's going on with our scouting network? Why are we not getting these guys? The guy is powerful, man. guys.
And he's what, 21? 21.
And let's not get it twisted. We talk about the power, the pace, and stuff, right? It was like
He can play.
they all over us. It should have finished 3-1. Like even though Salah scored that got for me, I just think that was a hit, a swing and a hit. Because and I say that not to be disparaging to him, but it's more like he has missed easier chances. He has missed.
Salah's got that in his locker. Them kind of finishes, that top corner half volley, Salah has that for some reason.
Yes. No, when he's on form, he's not been. He's right. To me, it was memory muscle. Because there's the last 5-6 games he's missed simple chances, easier chances. So I'm like, it would have been a 3-1. It could no more. It should have been more. They missed a couple of chances like headers, like in the second half, and it became like again that desperation, free for all. Yeah, like everyone's running forward. This crazy. But from a neutral perspective, you was to look at it, you're like, bro, what a game. Do you know what I mean? What a game. And then the tension with it was a penalty. Let's not.
Yeah. It's because Van Dijk is not the kind of player that gives penalties, so everyone's shocked. Like,
it's like, you know what I mean? It's like let's keep it moving, man. So anyway, so I felt that was because it's for me it shapes the league at this early stage. It's like right, okay, so Arsenal effectively go and from there, in my mind, I'm already saying Arsenal at home against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace is a good team. Arsenal they don't concede. They're literally, so if anything, worst case scenario for Arsenal is going to be a draw. But I'm looking to win, so I'm going to say right, that's 7 points now. But I expected City to win. To be honest, I called it. I thought it'd be City
against Villa.
Yeah,
he did. I remember he's the only one that was one of the major ones that we disagreed on.
If Villa could beat Arsenal, I don't like Villa. I really don't.
If you look at Villa, up until the last couple of games, Villa has been woeful. They've been woeful. They're not. It's only the last couple of games. It's almost like stopped their rot, and they seem to turn it around. But I thought this game might have come too soon for them. And
it's all about confidence.
Guess who they're playing next?
It's you guys next. It's you guys next for Villa.
I know. That's why I said, yeah, I don't think it's a case of the fans turning. It doesn't because the FSG is like, bro, listen.
Nah. Okay, I know we're not doing predictions yet, but if I may just go there, like a 5th loss in a row.
That's what I'm saying. It's like these guys, investors, they don't.
Listen, if after a 5th Premier League loss in a row,
that's just yours.
Jetty, what are you doing?
Nah, leave him. Don't worry, Francis. We know these things happen. But Tony, if after a 5th loss in a row, if we don't see like a statement, the proverbial, or should I say the almost we're about to deal with you, we back him statement. If it goes silent, I'll be more happy. But I mean, I know we're speculating here, and even coming to the Brentford game, because I think I had pulled down. I don't know if I had it down as a draw or pulled to do it. I wasn't seeing it.
I think you had it as a draw.
I had it as a draw, but I think I need to wake up to the fact that yes, I'm expecting them to wake up from this now, but I need to smell the coffee like as to what's on ground right now.
In terms of the teams,
yeah,
he's not joking. It's not.
And then you've also got Villa. You've also got Villa who playing away kind of suits them.
You can't go to any team apart from maybe West Ham right now and think you're going to get a win. It's only probably Wolves.
Yeah, West Ham and Wolves.
West Ham and Wolves are the only two that you might think, listen, if we play our game, they're finished. Right. But everyone else...
All Spurs are home. Spurs seem to be okay away. So at home, they're not.
Everton people are like, what? How? Like, nah.
Yeah, Everton.
Yeah, I can't believe Spurs beat Everton because
it was a lot. It was. I think it was a hit and miss, that one. if Everton got that goal not disallowed, it would have been a different story. It was a hit. Spurs got lucky with this one. They got lucky.
So what I'll say is this, yeah. That said, there's 90 minutes, so it's, even if the goal was cancelled, right? The fact of the matter is, yeah, at the end of the day, the story says 3-0. Whether they're lucky or not, right? The bottom line.
If I'm allowed to jump in, Francis, for my game of the week, actually, surprisingly, I'm gonna go for Man United Brighton. I did watch that game because as I was watching it, yes, United were in ascendancy, and I was saying to Tony offline, the score is the score. United took their chances.
Yeah,
I'm looking at you, Brighton, like you had chances there.
Yeah.
You could have created different stuff. You did what we expected you to do without scoring it. And I know people are saying that this so-called keeper that's just coming to United is their answer. But that position for Welbeck's free kick, what is he doing? That went in the center of the goal.
Nah, he's not. They're just making noise. They're trying to ridicule Onana. They're just making noise.
Yeah. It has to fit the what do you call it?
They're just trying to ridicule him. Onana will show how good he is. Don't they? Is that a United? He will show how good he is.
Yeah. So for me, that was my game of the week. It was just good to see like forward players, going for it. And with the way where these teams are, you got Brighton, they're away from home, so they've got nothing to lose. They'll go and attack. United, still trying to find themselves, and they obviously want to give their fans something to scream about, so it's there. So it may not be like the jeopardy that you have with your Liverpools, you see, those guys who are going for the major trophies. There's a bit of control and caution when they're playing. It was just good to see that ding-dong. That ding-dong bit of a game, so that's why I'm making it my game of the week. And
Minte cost Brighton.
Thank you. Even my son was saying it. He's like, what's he doing today? And Minte's been their guy. Like, he just unfortunately had one of those nights where, like, every touch was off, and I think it was just too late to get someone else to come in and
because he's the one that got in all the dangerous positions, but he didn't have end product.
You didn't have end product. Yeah. And the winning move of the game was, because when it went to 3-2, and we saw that with United, how they can still be got at, they will still be got at, because as much as they're packing 3 people in their defence, they can't defend for 90 minutes. They can't defend for 60 minutes. That's why Liverpool had chances against them. And it's about whether you're taking your chances or not. And we saw that Liverpool didn't take their chances. And I didn't realise that through ball that was it Dalot that played for the winning goal from Mbeumo? Fernandes left it. He went to touch it, but he pulled his leg out of the way. The subtle move, real player. The subtle move of there. I said, I hold my hand. Because when I saw it go through, I'm like, how's that ball getting through? The player thought that he was going to touch it. Well,
that's an assist. That's an assist in itself.
You can't be thinking like that. You got to go to ball, not something, especially when you're that far away from man, not to react to man. But that's it. So that's why I called that game.
Mbeumo has found his feet.
Listen, power, speed, him and Cunha.
And when he's found his feet and he's playing that confident, you're not going somewhere. Go somewhere. I mean, Cunha, even though he hasn't scored all this time, if anyone watches United with Cunha in there, would have seen changes in United. Bruno is enjoying football right now, playing with Cunha, as well as people like Mason Mount is slowly showing glimpses of who he was many years back. Cunha has woken up that culture. If they can build a defense, which I'm sure they will, they need to stop. Maguire likes to score headers like that, like the one he does last time. This is what has kept him at United for years. Is those cheeky one-off headers that he wins again.
Maguire, Francis, this guy.
Because you know what? You're costing the team. And then they went and got another version in the league. Another Maguire in the league.
Francis, to be fair to De Ligt a bit, though.
Huh?
Got heart. To be fair to De Ligt, he's got heart.
No, Maguire has heart. Maguire would die on the pitch.
I'm trying to back for De Ligt.
Them man have got
Nah, I
heart.
don't. He's not. Then he's not of the level. He's not of the level. Because for me, if you go from Ajax to Juventus, Juventus don't want you. And look where Juventus are. No disrespect.
Yeah.
And then somehow Bayern think, okay, let's try you out. And then Bayern decide they don't want you. I'm like,
You're
nah,
not that good, bro.
nah, that's
You are
suspect.
not that good.
That's suspect for me. Sorry.
And when
What
United
was your
wanted
game
to
of the
sell Maguire, nobody, not even Everton, came in.
Nobody was coming for him. Like West Ham didn't. West Ham wanted him on loan, and that's why I didn't go.
Because and you can't be sitting at United and holding them back like this. Same as Vinnie Jones, or what's his name, Phil Jones. Well, you know, players like this, United.
Isn't it incredible that Phil Jones only left at the start of, was it last season?
Yeah. After 10 years. After 10
Hey,
years.
listen, that's why people sign contracts, man. Can you blame him if he can't get anywhere else?
Look at Chelsea's one. Modric is there for 10 years, bro. Regardless of how much they ban you for, you are stuck there, fam. You're not going nowhere.
What was your game of the weekend, Francis?
It's got to be the Liverpool one. It's got to be the Liverpool one, because as disappointed as I was in Liverpool, Brentford are showing that without Frank, they're still Brentford, and that shows the squad. That shows the hierarchy. That shows the team. That
shows their scout.
Wasn't
like
built
you said.
It wasn't built on Frank alone.
Yeah, like you said, Tony, they're scouting because they went for Keith Andrews. I was like, huh? Who?
And I was watching. I was funny enough. Go on.
Keith Andrews was their assistant manager, assistant
Yeah,
coach.
yeah.
He was the assistant
manager.
Yeah.
So
when I was
been there all.
He was very, very calm. He's very humble, and the win at the end, the way I said, right, you know what? That for me is a man who's like chanting to the heavens, because he knows he would have seen the media, the social media reports. He would have seen all the pundits saying they're going to get relegated because Frank, and all those things must galvanize you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's upsetting. They have no faith.
Yeah, you take another scout. First, you did United. Now you've done Liverpool, like the two biggest and most successful clubs in the country. Yeah, people who've written you off. You're like, bro, people now are going to start taking you guys seriously. Here's the thing. This guy, Michael Coyote, I'll be very surprised if he's still there at the end of the season.
He's not going to be. He's not going to be.
Coming for him. People are going to come for him.
I just don't want him to go Tottenham, because Tottenham like to do these things of quickly go first and quickly change. I don't want that, man.
And the big teams always allow Tottenham to do that because they want to see what first can make.
United need that. If you need future, that.
Hey, Francis, people are watching this, man. Don't be giving United scouting tips, man.
No. You know what? The thing is, I want United to come back. I don't like the idea of Manchester being all blue for the past 10 years. It doesn't make, I mean, okay, it was red for 30 years. Let's not lie. Maybe it's time for a change. You know, but it would be good to have some form of United competing. This league would be more exciting with United competing. If Liverpool and City and all of that were winning the leagues and United were coming second, oh, I promise you, the way the noise, the way the noise will be double.
It'd have been different, for sure.
If United came second to us this year, if we win it and they come second and bring those days back, those Wenger days back, because that's where the football's gone. I told you, innit? This football has gone to Overmars, Wiltord days again. If you cannot keep up, you are fading.
Let's look at some predictions for this weekend then. First up, I won't do any predictions this week. You lot can handle that because I've only just got it in front of me. I can't keep flipping back and forward. Palace Brentford. This could be game of the week.
This is going to be the game of the week. Yeah.
This could be the game of the week.
This is
just like how Palace and Bournemouth went at it.
I think Brentford might tip them, you know.
You reckon? I mean, Palace have dropped points for quite a while. They just lost to Arsenal. They drew with Brentford, so they wobbled a bit.
With that striker right now, there's two of them. There's Quatara and Igor. They're too powerful up there. For some reason, they're too, and they got Sade. I told you about Kevin Sade.
Yeah.
There's too much going on with that Palace team. I mean, that Brentford team right now.
Honestly, man, they've lost Vissa and Mbuemo, and they still like come out with this.
No, that Igor Jesus is both of them in one. Bro,
Honestly.
this guy is a monster. No, in a good way. He's a monster in a good way, bro.
What's your score prediction?
1-0 Brentford.
1-0 Brentford. Could be that tight. Tight. I was gonna go goals, but since I ain't trying this week, go on then. Tony, what are you saying? Palace Brentford.
I think it's gonna be 1-1.
1-1. All right then. Forest United. Forest at home.
I think Forest might just give a wake-up call this time. You know? They're gonna use United to try and wake up.
Yeah, United's gonna have the ball more this time, so it changes a bit again.
It's gonna be long ball, and they're gonna bully their defense. Forest.
Yeah. But you know what? The thing about Forest striker, I don't know if their strikers are at this moment so conditioned to play that long, to be effective, to execute like that long ball strategy. So I mean, so they're shifting from sort of like possession-based kind of football to a long ball.
Long ball.
Can they get the
Van Dijk as well is a long ball specialist.
I feel like United defense, Maguire, De Ligt will just deal with that all day long.
No, it depends on the strikers next to them. If Chris Wood is there, they're in trouble, bro. If Chris Wood is playing that game, they will deal with United because no defender stopping Chris Wood.
You two tell me something. Do you guys think Dash is a strategist or more of a this is what I want to do with my identity?
Dash is a survival. He's a what's our guy Bolton Sam Allardyce.
He's Allardyce's sons.
Yeah, he's one of those. He knows what to do to get the points on board, and that's the end of it. We're not playing football no more. All that what's his name? That Morgan Gibbs. We're doing all of that. We're not doing all of that no more. Palace is survival now.
yeah. That's what it's brought in for.
That's what it's brought in for, bro.
What's his score?
That's funny enough. I mentioned it. That football in Europe would work. It's going to be. It's so funny. You will see it. He will go to the quarters or semis with that football.
Yeah.
Because the Europe ain't ready for that English old school style long ball game. They will bully them, bro.
What score are you saying for Forest United?
Forest United 3-2.
3-2. High scoring.
Yeah,
3-2 for Forest, yeah?
Yeah, 3-2 to Forest.
All right. Tony?
I say 3-1 United.
Oh, okay. All right, Burnley Arsenal. Burnley's at home.
We need to deal with this team. Just like Palace, just give it just a win. 2-0 win, I'm okay.
Yeah, what are you saying, Tony?
Who are you playing in Europe this week?
No, not Europe. It's League Cup. And remember that squad depth.
Yeah. You know what? I saw it and I believe in that we can compete with all the others can play that game.
He's gonna be something like a 5-0 Arsenal, man.
Thank you, Tony. I love that. It gives me confidence.
What's Burnley bringing, man? It's you guys.
And Saka never sits in. In all these teams, have you not seen Saka in all these teams over the years? He never sits in. It's why he got the sack at Bournemouth.
So you think he's gonna go right to the other side of the league?
Not that be super attacking, but they're not gonna sit in. The players themselves might, in case there's any goal, do that. But you've seen the Scott Parker teams. He doesn't sit in. Look at how they were involved in a 3-2 against Wolves.
If
Wolves is scoring 2 goals against Burnley, Arsenal, you need to be getting 2 goals minimum.
We could get goals. We can get goals.
I'm gonna say 2 goals for Gabriel corner headers.
I think Gokares could finally get his hat trick this time.
Yeah,
I'm still calling it 2-0 just because it could just come.
Yeah, be safe. Here's the good one, guys. Next.
You know what's making sense, bro. You said Gyökeres could get his hat trick This, yeah, but then you said I'm still calling it 2-0.
The reason I'm saying that is if the floodgates open, Gokeres could get his hat trick. But if
Okay,
they
so-
come and camp up shot, it's gonna be just a 2-0 game. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
If it's that the one you said where it's 5-0, yeah, you best believe Gokeres is high flying in that.
Yeah, Brighton Leeds next. It's a tasty one. Brighton's at home.
Brighton will deal with them this time. They need to get
Brighton
back.
are strong at home, to be fair.
They'll bounce back. So it could be 3-1 to Brighton.
Yeah, Leeds are terrible away.
And remember, Brighton's still without Mitoma, the architect.
Yep.
They're still with Brighton right now.
Can't believe they let Adingra go to Sunderland, but he must have flopped himself.
It's better because he needs to play.
Yeah.
You can't win the African Nations Cup and come and just be sitting on. That's like a World Cup in itself, you know.
Yeah,
to be sitting there as a backup dancer to come on, you need to play, man.
Fair enough.
Look how funny it is. Somebody of that caliber can only be bought by Sunderland. You see how they rate African players sometimes, man. It's sad, you know. It's so sad, bro.
I'll go to Francis. 3. I don't even see them. I don't see them scoring a goal, bro.
Leeds. You can't. You won't give Leeds a goal. Interesting.
No, I'll go 3-0.
All right, 3-0. All right, we got another one that I think is a few weeks ago. I would have said I put this team definitely to win. Fulham at home against Wolves. I just think Fulham can't get goals.
And I think Wolves have found the back of the net now, and that could be a start. It could be a kickstart for Wolves. And this is another must-win game for both sides.
Yep. Because Fulham just lost to Newcastle, albeit at St. James's. It's no shame to lose there.
The thing,
if you're Fulham,
I don't know. I think Fulham's issue, you know, last year they bought all the backup dancers of all the teams.
Yeah.
And it clicked. But now they're showing why they're backup dancers.
Yeah, and they didn't really invest this year.
Do you understand what I mean? You went to galvanize them and they wanted to show themselves and they did well with it. But the reason they're not in the original teams are coming to show. You need a whole new rebuild. I'll go for Wolves for this one. If it's not a draw, it's going to be Wolves.
That's a big shot. Tony, what are you saying?
Nah, I'm going to go Fulham. I hear what you're saying, and I can see that look. But they have to win at some point. They have to they're too good to lose to this Wolves side, man. Marco Silva, do your thing. So I'm going to say 2-1.
All right. This one, I'm interested to see how you lot call this one. Tottenham at home against Chelsea.
Woo! Come on. Oh, my. Listen.
That's a Chelsea win, bro.
This guy's hating for Tottenham. I'm going to say Tottenham, man. Tottenham.
No, I don't hate Tottenham. I just, when it comes to strength, Tottenham don't have it. And the only people that beat Chelsea are people that match them for strength and pace. Tottenham might match them for pace, but they don't have those Bentancurs. They got no chance against Caicedo. I promise you, though. They're not gonna exist, man. So I'm going for Chelsea win on that one. Is when when Chelsea lose is when they play Enzo holding mid.
Yeah, you got a good point because he was playing next to Caicedo again.
When he plays holding mid, he's not the guy. Enzo, I'm telling you guys, he's no. I don't like watching him play. Even Argentina now doesn't even put him in the team. They've worked him out. He's not the guy, man.
I noticed something about Chelsea, by the way. I didn't know that they were playing Reece James more in the middle more. But that was when they had people like Gusto fit to play right back. But Gusto's injured at the moment, so they've lost a little bit of that.
Well, he wasn't doing that good in the middle, Reece James. They were losing with him there.
With him there as well. Fair enough.
They were. I mean, he can score a free kick. He can do all of that. That's what makes him special. But he's a complete right back. He's like a Trent, but better. He's a better Trent.
Yeah.
That's what Reece James is.
All right. So what's the score you're saying, Francis?
Chelsea will win 3-1.
3-1.
Yeah.
Tony?
I will say Tottenham will win. Who's Chelsea's goalkeeper again? Is that Sanchez?
Sanchez is a hit and miss, but I think he gets too much lack of Onana. I think he's too much unfairly criticized.
Whenever they lose, they blame him.
Yeah. And then we'll forget the good things he does.
Got them man like Achiapong and all those powerful brothers. I'm still going to Tottenham have this weird way of just
doing the madness.
Yeah, Tottenham get up for the big games, don't they? Depending.
Tottenham's going to Brennan Johnson with the winner. So I'm going to say. Oh, this is tough.
Suspense.
3-2.
3-2. You're saying 3-2. Okay. Another shot for game of the week again. Liverpool, Villa.
That's a tie.
At Anfield.
At Anfield, that's even tighter. I think Villa are going for it. I think Villa smell the coffee.
Hold on a second. Why are they doing this to Liverpool? Is it because of money and TV rights? You lot are playing another 8 p.m. game on a Saturday again.
You know what? I think the league is gunning for Liverpool as well. You
know, get these dead, messed up. Whether it's after international breaks, we're playing at these stupid 12 o'clocks. Oh, yeah. Anyways, so you go ahead, Francis.
I don't. The way I see it, if Emery is truly back, and he doesn't start tinkering. I mean, Buendia's injured again. But the thing is, what Buendia did was galvanize them and took them up. But he wasn't the main one. McGinn is back to his best. And when McGinn is back to his best, it's like Villa's back to their best. It's McGinn that holds that key. Do you understand? And Watkins. So what could the score be? I'll say Villa 2-1 for me. I think Villa will go 2-0 up, and then Liverpool will wake up again and try and do a comeback. So 2-1 to Villa for me. Yeah.
Imagine. Tony, talk to me. I'm interested to see your prediction.
You know, there's you want a result in your heart, right? But you just don't actually see it. That's a problem. I can tell you what I want, but what I reckon will happen is something else. You know what I mean? So this is what we got. I'm just trading off history now. Got a very good record against Villa at home. This guy is going to keep playing side, keep playing the same slow, ponderous football from the back. Is going to mess us up, man. I'm going to go. I think the best I could hope for, realistically, is a draw.
You know what? Before we move on to the next one, something that your manager said, Tony, he said that after this game, he thinks he now knows what needs to be done. I found that a little bit shocking.
He said he thinks he now knows
what needs to be done.
Oh, he knows Salah needs to be dropped. That's all that says.
For me, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these people that no one can ever make mistakes or whatever, but I just feel like sometimes when you're a manager, you need like some kind of...
Your voice is low. Come true. Your voice is quite low.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I just think that sometimes as a manager, when you lose some certain games, you need someone in your staff or one of the press people to come and say, okay, just be careful what you say in this place at this time.
You can't say it out loud, but you know.
I would not have.
You know.
I would not have.
I've watched Liverpool's last 3 games now. Salah's non-existent.
Yeah,
and it's not that he's not Salah. As you can see, Salah's ability is unquestionable. Nobody can block that. He can do that. Even though he didn't play the whole game, he can do that. He's done that most of his career anyway. He might do 5 runs and score 3 goals out of those 5 runs. That is Salah. A lot of the work would normally be done by Mane. A lot of the work will be done by Diaz, Nunes, all of that. But what Salah has is a world-beating ability to cut in top corner. That's not happening no more because you can't beat a player no more. These guys are fast and strong. You don't have the strength to match them no more. And Liverpool should have sold. I'm not going to lie. All those 200 mil at 32 years old, you should have sold.
I think last season and them numbers just like it just put it out there.
That's what it is. But that was the one to sell. That's the time to sell it when it's done that.
The unfortunate thing for Liverpool, they couldn't make any money last year because his contract ran out.
They still offered him. Them Ali Howe still offered it.
No. As in, like, Liverpool couldn't make any money off it.
Well, upside.
Yeah, because it was his last year, right, Tony?
To pay still. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They were still willing to pay.
I know, but
willing to pay. But this manager, he was shook. I think he was shook. He's thinking if I sell Salah, my whole reputation is going down.
Well, put it this way, he won the league, so he got that.
You know what I
mean? Next one, West Ham, Newcastle. West Ham's at home.
No, Newcastle.
I think this one will be our quickest prediction.
But you know what? West Ham's at home, did you say?
Yeah.
They blow bubbles there, you know. So you never know, bro.
No. I think Eddie Howe's gonna do a job on them.
You know, here's the thing. If there's one outlier, if there's one shock result, I'm gonna call this one.
Yeah.
Go on then.
For some reason, Newcastle don't travel well to London. I don't know why.
Yeah, they don't.
So if there's one shock result, I'm gonna say it's this one.
It could be this one. Santo, I mean, don't get me wrong. Santo knows what he's working with is not good enough, but he's still Santo. Do you understand what I mean? He still knows what he's doing.
Come on then, you lot. Predictions. Put your money.
I'll say, personally, it should be Newcastle, but I'm going to join Tony on this and say shock 2-1. Shock 2-1.
Tony, what are you saying?
I'm going to say a shock 2-1 indeed. And for some reason, it's going to be aided because Newcastle get a red card, so they're down to 10 men.
Yeah, something like that.
It's not going to be a case. It's going to be some controversial thing. West Ham going to beat them in and over them. It's going to be some helping hand.
Gordon at the moment holds the key to Newcastle.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon does.
He's the epitome of speed.
Yeah, if whatever he does reflects on the team right now. So yeah.
All right, we got Man City at home to Bournemouth. Woo.
City is gonna do it this one. I think City will do this one.
Yeah, those clash of styles. Yeah, you think Bournemouth will play
because they've had enough. They would have had enough of all of this now. Guardiola he's gonna change it up. He's gonna change it up. He's not going to try and lose 2 in a row. So I got a feeling he'll stop Bournemouth this time.
Yeah.
Maybe 3-0.
3-0?
3-1. No, you can't have Semenyo and not score. 3-1.
And Semenyo hasn't scored for a few games now, you know?
Yeah, but he's just being on the pitch. That guy, I'm telling you, just being on the pitch alone.
Yeah. I watched their highlights. He's a factor. He's a factor. And they know. They keep giving him the ball.
Yeah. He's the drive. He is.
All right, 3-0. Tony, what are you saying?
No, 3-1.
3-1, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about this Bournemouth. I think I'm going to go for another weird result, man. I think Bournemouth can beat them. I think Bournemouth will beat them.
Yeah. I'm hoping so, but I can't see.
Give me that score.
I'm thinking like a 2-1 win to Bournemouth.
Ooh, I like these. We'll look back at these. And then the last one, won't say this is a candidate for game of the week, but it's on a Monday night next week.
Is that on a Monday?
Yeah, no, not that one. The one I'm talking about now. Sunderland at home to Everton.
Sunderland at home.
Home to Everton.
I think Sunderland has got
that. Okay, Daddy.
Yes, we can have that one. I think Sunderland's got that, and I'll say 2-0.
2-0.
2-0. Yeah.
Tony, what are you saying?
Actually, no. When Grealish is there, they still score. But then again, they didn't score the other day, did they? They didn't.
I told you, man. Anyway, I'm not anti-Grealish, but I just
Yes, it sounds like you are. When you put in that
you know,
disclaimer-
it's true. When people say that, it sounds like they're not. Actually, I rate him. Maybe it's because I expected more, and it was
He
just
did
that
a lot.
whole
He did a
same
lot in
again.
5 games, though. He did a lot in 5 games. He's
I
tired.
know. He's tired. This is my point.
Yeah. He's
This
tired.
is my point. Like,
He hasn't played this much in like 5 years. Think
we're
about
used
it.
to consistency.
Yeah,
At the
but he has
highest level.
in City. You get 1 game. You play for another 2 games. You get 1 game. This is the
But
most.
you still got to be ready, though, Francis. You still got to be ready.
Yeah.
Like, look at what we're seeing from Martinelli now. Whether you're on the bench, whether you're coming, his performances have been there, the same level off the bench and at the start.
Yeah, different kind of players. So yeah.
No. I'm just saying in terms of what you're putting in, because you can only give what you want. Like, for example, Jesus is not as tall and strong as Haaland. He doesn't have those physicalities. So you have to use what you have.
You have to use.
What do you have? Use what you have. At least use what you have.
Sadly, Everton is. I will put the blame a bit on Everton. They got used to Grealish assisting. Where is the rest of you guys? Do you understand what I mean? They
My
got
boy
used
in
to-
the eye. My boy in the eye. I don't know
He
what
needs
happened.
to now come out and show himself. He ran a lot yesterday, though.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised.
It's like they used to the Grealish effect now, because in the first 5 games, Grealish 2 assists. No. You best get a grip on it soon. They need to get that left footer back on. McNeil, where's he gone?
He's injured out. Okay, so you're saying 2-1 to.
Wait, to who's it? Sunderland? No, I think Sunderland will beat them convincingly. They're too strong for them. I think Sunderland.
Imagine. Look at how the game is going. A promoted team comes into the next step level of the Premiership as a strong team. You know, when they got Xhaka, I was thinking to myself, nah, this looks like it's come out of left corner, but well done to them. They knew exactly what they were doing.
Is it 16 or 18 players he bought in? He watched the model that thing he did 2 years ago. Who was it that did the same thing? Just came in and bought a whole new team.
It was Forest that were doing that.
Forest, and they survived, and they're still here surviving till today. So whoever's coming for championship thinking those players are good enough, they need to get the message. Like, you need to overhaul before you stand a chance.
Yeah, so, I hear that.
I say Sunderland beat them convincingly. I got 2-0 or 3-1.
Anthony, for you?
As I say it forward, they're riding a good wave, but this Moyes knows how to disrupt flows. So yeah,
I like this, Tony. Tony's coming with them curveballs.
Yeah, people come puncture them. Good. So I reckon it's going to be Everton win. I think it's going to be a 2-1 away win.
Noted. All right. Just a little one before we go. Another discovery player this week. We've talked about the Ndiaye. We've obviously mentioned Semenyo. I think you're going towards Thiago this week, Francis, as like another player.
The Brentford one.
Brentford one, yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, tell us a little bit of why you like him.
Olu is a gentle monster. Let me say.
I mean, you said Cunha and Mbeumo in one. Like that's big. That's big praise.
He's built like a tank with the footwork of Cunha.
Yeah, he's Brazilian though, isn't he?
Yeah, but you had the Hawk.
Yeah,
you had the Hawk before.
Hawk, yeah,
and then you had the one that passed away, unfortunately, Giant in Italy. That played for
who?
The big one, the big Brazilian striker as well.
No way.
He was
Not
dead.
Adriano.
Yeah, Adriano passed away, bro, many
What?
years ago. Yeah.
No, Adriano
Adriano
didn't
passed
pass
away a
away.
few years ago. What you mean? Because
Tony,
it was depression, I think, drinking. I don't know what it was, but
Tony, for real?
yeah, Adriano. But he's got all of that in him. This
Whoa, 1 second.
Thiago. He's got it all, and it's like in his first season. Is this first or second season? Man? Well, he's only doing a quick shot. Always upset. That was this player.
I'm doing a quick one. Like, how am I?
This player.
How am I like?
Adriano
Sleep on
passed
this?
away, man.
No, he ain't, bro.
Oh, I got the wrong one then.
Yeah, bro, man. The way I would have heard, man.
Wait.
Still alive,
Which
you
one
know.
played for Inter or was it AC?
Adriano did play for Inter.
Huh?
Adriano for Inter.
I'm telling you, it's Adriano, bro. The
No,
giant.
it's not. No, it's not Adriano. Adriano's still alive, bro, man. You scared me, man, because I saw something
There's a
recently.
Brazilian striker that killed it, that passed on.
Passed on. We'll have to check it.
Yeah, I'll check that again. I always had my name on it to be Adriano.
Adriano did go through them drinking problems and that.
Through the drinking problem. No, there was one that did pass on. But anyway, he's got all of that in him. And I see it. There was a time he chased the ball, 2 players just bounced off him. I'm like, what? And when I mean bounced off him, I don't mean like he worked hard for them to bounce off him. He just turned them and both of them just flew off. And I was like, oh, God.
Fair enough. Hey, he fits the bill of where it's going.
When players can do things like that, it's a problem. And
I mean, that's why I mentioned Ndiaye last week, because I saw Doku bouncing off him.
which one?
What? Ndiaye at Everton, that's who was my player to watch last week.
It's the strength, man. It's the strength. I thought, take it away from me, I thought Etekite was weak. I guess I will eat my words. I actually thought he was a bit on the flimsy side. That he's not Palmer. He's stronger. He's much stronger than that.
No. Once a team like Paul get going, which I hope can delay, you'll get joy from Ekitike. I had and I don't want to say it now. Let a full season finish before I say my reservations about Isak. There's no denying top finish and all that stuff, but when your start just starts a certain way, you got niggly injury stuff, your team struggling, someone's going to be casualties, man. And I just like the way Ekitike looks. He's just like, you know what? Yeah, we got stuff going on, but he's like, I still want the ball.
I still want to do stuff. When there's an overhaul, I'm here. I didn't come with all the noise. I didn't come with anything. They just brought me peacefully, and I'm here, really.
He's not getting into those shooting positions like last week, like Tony said, and trying to pass to Salah or trying to pass to... He's shooting, like, that's what you want, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true what you're saying. And I said this to a discussion. Yeah, it was fast. I was speaking to him and I said, listen, until Salah goes, you're not going to have your identity. You bought all these world-class players who are going to be subjected to Salah because Salah is Liverpool. And until Mr. Liverpool is no longer there, none of you are going to show. Wirtz cannot play his game.
Agreed.
Because Wirtz is the kind of player that you're supposed to build a team around. Wirtz is the kind of player that you're supposed to dictate the game through. And that's why you got players like Etekite so that Wirtz can feed them. Gakpo. But if everybody...
I said this, sorry.
Yeah.
That I felt... Because to those of us who don't follow Liverpool or don't know how teams do their stuff, Wirtz was a surprise signing to me, but obviously Liverpool clearly have done their homework and wanted him, and we're always going to get him because I think they thought Salah was going, and that would have been the perfect replacement.
It would have been the perfect. Then the manager goes and signs a new contract for him.
But at the same time, when you're a big team, which big team is going to deny both those talents in your squad?
No, but think about it. Even Barca needed to let go of Messi. Yeah, albeit it was money, but no, they could have sold 5 and kept Messi. But they've realized you bought 15 players. I'm just throwing numbers who are world class, and none of them could shine in Barca because Messi's there. a whole Ibra couldn't shine because Messi's there. Coutinho died because of Messi. Like, how many more players need to fade into the wilderness because of one player?
Griezmann.
Griezmann.
To be fair, you lot, Griezmann. To be fair,
Dembele couldn't shine. Nobody could shine while Messi is there. Same way while Salah's there, Diaz was the superstar last year. He couldn't shine because of Salah. He said, I'm not doing this. I'm leaving. And I don't blame him. I don't blame him. Look, okay, Salah got goal, but who's doing the work? Who's doing the work? And yeah, same as Mane. Mane went mad. I do everything. But he doesn't even pass, and he's the star boy. So personally, you bought 500 million players. You can't keep Salah. You have to let him go, and you will not be able to show a new identity until you let him go. Sadly.
I agree. And sometimes, and to the uninitiated or uninformed, it seems like you're being disrespectful, because I had some, again, people fans are treating Salah bad. All the thing is that I'm like, bro, at the end, first and foremost, like Liverpool, if you look at the history of Liverpool, they've always had top gunmen.
Yep.
And you'll always have top gunmen. They'll survive after Salah. Do you understand? If guys on 400k or what, at bottom line, if he's still cooking, cool, ain't no one crying. But you know, then you move him, you put him aside, put him on the thing. And then when you start seeing him get upset and start moving all his social media, removing Liverpool from his social media and all that kind of behavior, it's like, bro, how old are you? What are you doing?
I know that's not always part of our remit to talk those ones there, but they're factors in today's day and age. Whether it's you or your team that did that, that's kind of long.
Anyway, so my under the radar player. Again, that Michael Coyote, because I said nothing about it. I actually thought he came up through the academy. So when the man talk about
you guys
put this now from Fiorentina, I'm thinking, oh, what?
You know, there's a lot of them in Italy. There's a lot of them in Italy. I've been following that Italian league a bit. They are coming fast, and some of them might actually end up playing for Italy, like Destiny Udogie in Tottenham. He came from Italy. He came from Roma, I think.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. Just a quick one, because I know we haven't done our world leagues for a while, but you will still find talent in these places because they're willing to do the work. That's why France are bringing talent. They're willing to do the work like that. It's why you see it coming from certain parts of Spain. You definitely see it coming in Germany, in Italy. Like, they got talent coming through. And this is what I've always said, I think when you're in a society that seems to have option, and football's not the only outlet, you produce the talent that you do in England. This is what it is. People got other options. These guys are like, it's football, that's it. I ain't got nothing else. So can you be surprised when you see this talent come through? Sorry to jump in on you, Tony, but a couple more minutes and you're done.
No, it's just like you said, bro. Just on the back of that, when you see and you hear stories like the Luis Suarez or their man in back home, they had to walk X amount of miles or catch a bus X amount of miles for football, and the kicking ball with and no trainers or that is like them. That's a person who's seen the equivalent of war. Do you know what I mean? They've grown up in hardship. They know hardship. So when they make it into Europe, bro, they're not letting go easily, bro. They're gonna do all because they know football's a short career. Yeah. And there's no baseball, there's no basketball, there's none of this. It's football. Football, you can. That's what I love. What Mane does when he goes back and builds an entire community, feeds an entire community, and houses and orphanages and all that kind of stuff. Because it's like you remember where it came from, knows the struggle, knows the struggle's still real, and. Yeah, I just love that. I just love that for them footballers that can make an actual impact on society.
Excellent. Thank you so much again, you two. It's always a pleasure. Love watching this and doing this with you guys. Learning so much every week when we get those
This
feedback.
actually brings happiness. Let me not lie. It brings
Excellent.
happiness even through dark times. This brings that joy of football talk. Is something to look forward to in the way.
Excellent. And on that note, as Francis said, bring more joy to Francis. Put some comments in, let us know how we're doing, and share this, like and subscribe. Till next time on Football Talk. Thank you and peace.